We're live. We're live. We're back.
We're back.
Well, we're not live. But
we're not live, but we are alive.
We're not live.
Oh, yeah, we are alive.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We're going to be talking about the Clasico.
Clasico that happened
Unfortunately
last
for me
week.
as a Barca fan, you know, it sucked. But hey,
it's a good game.
Hey, look.
It was an okay. Yeah, it was a good game.
I thought, no, it was a great game. I thought it was a great game. Because it was the first time where I saw both teams actually go back and forth with each other. It wasn't just like one-sided.
Right.
They were both going at it. So I was happy about that. I like that. And then, and like I said, and like how me and Steve said, because we watched the game together, like, Barca had the moments to capitalize.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
In the first half, you guys had the clearer chances.
I think the first half was for Barcelona.
You guys had clearer chances. I mean, Real Madrid has some chances, but not as clear as your guys' chances. You guys had like actual clear chances, and you just didn't capitalize. That was really what let you guys down.
Honestly, that was the type of game that minor mistakes were going to be the difference.
Yeah,
that's usually the case. That's usually the case in the Clásicos. Usually, you know, big games like that are usually decided by like small,
that's what I feel like.
Small factors.
Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, I thought Barcelona actually controlled the ball really well in the first half.
I mean, it was like we said, it was going to be a difference between who can finish and who can't.
Right.
And that's what happened. I mean, you had, two of probably your best players, which were Griezmann and Messi, who had chances, and they both missed.
Yeah. I will say, though, that was a great, like on Messi's breakaway, I thought that was a great defensive play by Marcelo.
He did well. Marcelo did well.
He kept up. But you know what? I even told my brother before the game, we watched the game along with Steve. And I think I told him, Messi, they showed this little clip of Messi coming down, getting off the bus.
Start with that.
He was like limping a little bit.
He wasn't.
I'm not trying to come up with excuses and this and that. He's just, I feel like something's going on with him.
Conspiracy theory.
This dude said he was limping.
I'm not kidding. It looked like he was limping.
A little bit off.
Dude, he was not. Usually he'll leave Marcelo in the dust. He'll leave this guy in the dust.
I'll admit that
he was not 100%.
Knowing that though, it kind of seems like it wasn't 100%.
He wasn't 100%.
Because he really wasn't as effective as he usually is.
I'll admit he wasn't, but don't say knowing that because you don't know 100% he was limping or not, man. Like
I did see that.
Look, there's a chance.
He just looked like he wasn't 100%.
That should have been a goal.
That should have been a goal.
He just skied that. I didn't even see that play. Yeah. He really skied that.
And the thing is, both of the chances came on their favored feet. He's a lefty, and Messi was a lefty.
Hold on. For those who who obviously don't see the screen right now, we're looking at
watching some of the highlights to recap our memory. But that's the thing. Again, look, to me, this was again a game of who could finish and who can't because they both made chances. They both had their moments. It's not like it was clear cut that one team dominated 45 minutes or 50 minutes. It was like 20 minutes on, then 20 minutes off, or like 15 minutes on, 15 minutes off.
I actually want to say the first half was first half was for Barcelona. The second half was mostly Real Madrid. They capitalized, and that pretty much, that's.
Yeah,
but I thought here, for example, and then that's another thing that we were discussing during the game. Everyone in Barcelona, they look for Messi always. But even if he's not in the best position.
Always, dude.
He should have given it to Vidal in that one.
It's almost like they don't have the confidence themselves to try and play.
Look at this play right here with Arthur.
Oh yeah.
He leaves the defender. He's got everything.
That was a great save.
He's got a one-on-one with the goalie.
Yeah, but that's not. If he cut into the left right there, right, and went down to the line, I don't know if he'd have the space to do that. I don't know if he'd have the space to hit it with his left.
Honestly, I thought Arthur.
It wasn't a bad decision. I think it was just a great goalkeeper.
That was
It was great goalkeeping.
He's on top form right now. Courtois. Definitely on top form.
That to me was a good play, actually.
I mean, look at this one here. He should have passed it.
Overall, like I said though, it was a great game. I enjoyed this game. Yeah, this was one of the few Clásicos where I actually enjoyed.
Yeah,
right.
Fast pace.
It was super
fast pace. It was back and forth,
entertaining.
And I think for once I think this will actually be a good point. I think the ref didn't actually really intervene in many plays. There weren't really any, controversial calls.
Oh my God!
I feel like this. I mean, Messi.
That should have been a goal. Yeah, that should have been a goal.
He's been on that like dry spell for the past, I want to say almost like a month and a half. He did have 5 goals against Eibar, I think he was.
That's not.
Yeah,
but it's like
you don't really count that.
I mean, there was a stat, wasn't there? That was a crazy.
What a shot!
That was an insane.
That was a beautiful shot by
Isco. Like I said though, Ter Stegen is your best player.
Is that his one participation for the game?
No, he killed the whole game. He killed it.
He wasn't horrible.
He was all right.
I thought he was good. You didn't think he was?
I don't think he was amazing, but he did.
I thought he was
I wouldn't say
That
killer.
was a freaking crazy save.
He had a okay game.
Yo, Ter Stegen's probably the best goalkeeper in the world right now, and probably the best player in the world right now.
The best player in the world.
No,
I mean,
say.
just because I don't consider goals more important than saving goals. To me, I consider them equally. And to me, he's the best player. Consistent wise, he's performing. I haven't seen one bad game from him.
I'm kind of glad that they said that people thought that Kroos actually had a good game. I thought he had an okay game.
I feel like the two goals that he gave them. I feel like it was a mistake. Ter Stegen.
Oh.
Nah, what was it? No, one of them. Vinicius's was hard though.
Yeah, but
it was a deflection. That's tough,
that he
man.
should have had that.
Yeah, he should have had that. And then the second one, it was just like I know it was at the end of the game and whatever, but
you got to realize both of them were like one was a deflection, which was Vinicius's goal, and the other one was a missed kick.
Right, but he wasn't covering the front post. You usually cover that post first.
Look, right here's the goal.
Yo, that was a good pass.
This is my thing. Like, how did Kroos have all the time in the world to pretty much just go like this?
Yo, he
do this, go over there.
Yeah, he basically told him what to do.
Go over there. You go over there.
Well, that's actually a point
you mentioned.
You move, because this goal happened after what you mentioned. You said that you were upset that the coach took out Vidal. And that's the thing.
Takes out. I mean, is it really coincidence? You take out Vidal in the 70th minute, 71st minute, which he was like our anchor guy.
Nah, he didn't take him out in the 71st.
He took him out in the 70th
minute.
Look,
he just scored. Nah, he didn't take him out that soon. I think it was probably 68th.
70th minute. Or whatever, by 2 minutes, whatever. 69th minute to be exact. Took him out in the 69th minute.
68th.
69th minute took him out, and then 71st minute he score. You know?
I mean, that is a big miss. Nah, he couldn't have done that.
He could have, bro.
You saw at full speed, at slow speed, maybe.
I feel like if the ball didn't go off Piqué, I feel like the goalie could have got it.
The goalie was gonna get it, of course. Right. That was a horrible shot.
It was a horrible shot.
Horrible.
Vinicius, look, that's horrible shot. And that's one of his biggest critiques that he can't finish.
He can't.
I don't know. He gets up there and then look.
That form.
Dude, you saw the full speed, man. That's hard.
Yeah, you can't save it.
But
that's
hard.
That's not something.
But
that
a good goalkeeper will cover the front post. That's the main post that they're gonna cover.
That is the main post.
That is the main post.
No, you're right about that.
You can't say that he left like let's say the fucking post is here.
He left a couple
and he's
feet.
right there. He left a yard.
Yeah, but hold up. But the guy wasn't shooting at the front post.
Yes, he did.
At the same time,
he didn't shoot at the front post. He read it perfectly.
As a goalkeeper, he read him perfectly, and it just took a bad deflection.
We're watching the play here where Mariano came in at like the 92nd minute.
And that one he was very soft.
So hold on. Mariano came in on the 92nd minute. And then he scores literally maybe 20 seconds after he steps in?
Like 30 seconds.
10 seconds after he steps in.
I mean, that was his first
play.
And I like him. I like him. I like him a lot.
You do like him?
I like him.
I would leave. I would leave.
For Real Madrid, he shouldn't be there.
He shouldn't be.
He killed it for Lyon.
No, hold on. I think he should be there, but I think he should be starting.
Yeah.
Right?
Obviously,
I think that's what you're trying to get to.
Exactly.
Right.
But he's not going to get love.
I like him too.
He's not going to get any love.
Before they brought him back to Madrid, because he was at Madrid, then he left.
He went to Lyon. Yeah.
So he was at Lyon. Didn't he have something like 30 goals?
That was horrible defending.
Yeah, horrible defending.
Okay, now we get into the same thing. I think I talked about this guy for the lineup that I had a feeling he was going to start in. So a week ago, guys, I brought this up that Titi. I honestly I feel like he's just washed up, man. I mean, if he was on point, he'll be one of the best defenders in the world.
He was a beast when he was nice.
Right. And now I feel like he's just, I don't know, something's up with this guy. He's just too slow. Maybe he's playing through injury, like whatever it is. It's just, I don't know.
I mean, look, we've always said this, that Barca needs to invest in defenders.
They should, 100%.
That's all you guys are focused on, strikers. Clearly, you need the defenders.
I mean, that's what they're focusing on.
Even though you guys are trying to get this guy, Lautaro Martinez or whatever.
I like him a lot. Yeah, from Inter. He's a beast.
And I think I don't mind him either, but
I think he'll make a great connection with Messi. Lautaro from Inter.
So what I was reading that you guys are going to do is you guys are going to either go for Neymar or for him.
No, I think we're going to go for both. So this is what I think we're doing. We're going to go for both. We might get rid of Griezmann, and that'll go into the whole play with Neymar. They'll send Griezmann to PSG.
No,
we'll bring back Neymar.
They'll send Coutinho to PSG.
Coutinho.
Yeah.
Right, so you'll have Coutinho, but then you'll also have Griezmann. That's the whole thing.
That'll be wild. If they send both of them, that'll be
I mean,
really dumb.
Listen, if we can get Neymar and Lautaro, I think that's actually not bad.
You think that's gonna help you guys?
I don't know if it will help, but then they're also saying that for next season the main focus
you guys cannot afford
is that they're gonna actually bring a couple.
You guys cannot afford. Look, you guys cannot afford both players. You guys can't. Let's be honest.
Probably not.
Inter wants Arthur, and they want 2 other players. So that's 3 players that you guys are gonna get rid of to get this one plus money.
We'll be
plus
good with
money.
Neymar. That's it. No,
plus money, and then for Neymar. You give 1 player plus money. That's the whole team, bro. Right. Like you guys are just gonna be attacking.
We're gonna end up like how we are now. We don't have a team. Arthur just got injured, but anyways,
that's the point. That's what I'm saying.
This will be another topic.
No, you're actually not gonna have a team right now. You have a team.
This will be a great topic.
But that's my thing. Why are you guys so focused on forwards?
Because the thought is if you get scored on, you're gonna have the team to score.
I think Barcelona's thought process for the last couple of years has been we'll score 4 goals, they can score 3, we'll still win the game. Right?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
What I'm saying.
Yeah.
But anyways,
but you can go into talking about Barcelona and their how they don't pick defenders.
For the audience, we can save this for a couple.
For the Clasico,
it affected the Clasico.
Them. It did affect.
Think about it, because I mean, obviously we saw that was horrible defending on both plays. One, they didn't stop Cruz from doing anything.
Like I said, we discussed this last week for the previous episode.
But should have PK slid for that first goal.
I was telling all my boys that Barcelona's defense is atrocious.
That's just unlucky
Barcelona's
with the
defense has been atrocious for the whole season.
That's why I will blame more the goalkeeper than PK trying to slide.
Should he? Or should he have just stood still and covered the middle?
But if you look at it, but my thing is on both plays, the goalkeeper, he was just too slow on end where his positioning was at. He should stay still. Yeah.
No, hold on.
But cover the post a little bit more. Had he covered the post.
Right.
But if you look at PK, he takes a slide, right? And he tries to cover that. But if he just stood still.
So this is exactly what happened, because he actually, I saw the interview. They were interviewing PK, post game. And he actually explained that he was kind of like a little slow to mark Vinicius. He was slow. No, but it was because he had the other guy. I don't know. I think it might have been, I don't know if it was Benzema or one of their forwards, that he had him and he saw him kind of like in the corner of his eye. So he had to take care of that position and still try to cover Semedo's spot. So he was pretty much kind of like in between, like, should I go, should I not? And then at the end, he decided to slide. He slid tackle, a little too late, and then...
to me, that's just an unlucky play.
It's an unlucky play, but then again, this goes back to...
more unlucky than that one.
But again, that whole play goes back to this. Who's defending this guy? Why is he just breezing? He literally just walked.
That was supposed to be Semedo, but obviously he got pulled out of position. The way I see it is, look, from a goalkeeping standpoint, I think the goalie did right because he saw where the ball was coming.
I agree.
Hold up. Just hear me out. I know what y'all going to say because I already just heard you guys say it, but all I'm saying is that you're not thinking at it from a goalie's point of view. The goalie sees the balls coming to the middle. That wasn't going to goal at all. Right. That ball was not coming to goal. It was going to the middle. So the goalie's already going to the middle because he read where it's going. The block and the deflection is what changed the direction.
Which is why I'm saying that's reckless defending on PK.
But you can still cover the middle, but you have to be closer to that front post. The whole goalkeeper thing is for you to cover that front post. You can't give that as an option.
No, you can't.
That's the whole point of it.
Right.
If he's more towards the right and covering that post, he can go towards the middle because the whole point of it is, as a goalkeeper, you got to cover that front post and just hope that your defenders are there in case he crosses the ball. You can't leave that shit. He left that shit right open.
He left it wide open there.
Look, the guy shoots.
Look at what he did for the second goal. The second goal, he was more towards the front post.
That's the goalie defense. That's a goalie mistake.
I can say that
as
was
well
a
as
mistake.
defensive.
Well, that's some Titi. That's some Titi.
That was more unlucky. But my point is, he was covering more the front post. It was just, one, he was too weak. He wasn't strong enough. I feel like if he had gone like he wanted to, because look at what happened to him.
He was unsure, yeah.
Yeah, he was just unsure. There and he was like, you got me. That's
what hold on. We're fault for that play that against Mariano. That was obviously the goal. Well, I guess we agreed the goalie's fault.
Mainly to me, mainly Umtiti's, and then
hold on.
But it was
100%. He's a defender, right? Where's our left back on that? Who was our left back?
I mean, it was a throw.
But that's the whole point.
Jordi Alba, I think.
If your left back isn't in the play, your center mid drops in.
It's whoever's the closest.
Whoever's the closest drops in.
And it was a throw-in.
He dropped in. He didn't defend properly. Let him get around him. But that shot right there, ultimately to me, is a goalkeeper mistake. He should have came out flying.
He should have came out like he wanted.
Yeah, right. But the first one, hold on, because I want to go back a little bit. Because PK, I still think that's just a stupid decision. Because if he slides, he's blocking the shot, which the goalie's already anticipating.
Okay.
So if he stands still and covers the middle, now it's just on Vinicius to hit a great shot.
That was unlucky. I thought it was actually a good play by PK because that's like your last resort as a player. But my thing is, how many times have we actually seen a tackle stop a ball from going
go straight
100%?
So my thing is nothing against PK, amazing defender.
Yeah, but
he's just too old. He's just too old. Right. Yeah. So in his mind,
I agree with that.
It's the truth. In his mind is like he has a young player's mind.
He does.
In his mind, if he was younger, he would have gotten there, and his slide tackle would have gone way across, and he would have been able to like hit the ball out
completely.
Right.
No, you know what I mean? Like as a young defender, you can. Yeah. He was very slow. Not a little. Let's not play.
The slide was late.
Very slow. And even if he did what you said to do, to just stand there, he doesn't have the ability, and he's not fast enough to be able to do that. To be able to try to cover, turn around, or anything like that.
If we go back to that play, though, we put it on PK. But one thing, let's say he didn't hesitate. He just went straight to Vinicius. Nobody's marking that other player. Let's just say Benzema. We don't have the clip right now, but let's just say Benzema.
Yeah.
You know Vinicius is not dumb. He would have passed him the ball and he would have scored.
Yeah.
Right. So
that's why I don't blame. Yeah, that's why I don't blame PK.
Yeah, I don't blame.
Like
PK.
I said,
if he stepped to him, it could have been a little bit different though.
I feel like,
but he's not fast enough. Yo, Vinicius would have gone around him like 3 times, and he would have gone confused.
So we all agree Barcelona's defense is trash, and you got one dude over there.
I don't think
nobody's in sync. Nobody's
they're not trash. I think they're just very disorganized.
They're bad. No, they're bad.
Yeah, they're trash.
Look, I think you guys need I think you need a new center back. And you definitely need a right back.
I think we need 2 center backs.
I think you do.
So we need. This is what we need.
You guys been attacking PK. I still like PK, man.
He's fine. But
I like him, but he needs to go, bro.
I wouldn't let him come off the bench.
He needs to go. He needs to go. Like
I'll have you guys. Like if I was the coach, I would like to bring one guy that's like promising. That's not like the leaked would have been a great signing. Have PK mold him up, and then 2 or 3 seasons, and then retire.
Like who? Maguire from Man U?
No, wait, he's not good.
2 or 3, bro.
I think PK could play
is not. 2. He can't play at this level anymore. He can't against players like Vinicius, against players that are quick like that. They're just gonna trash him. They're just
I'm
gonna.
Not saying he's an amazing.
He's very technical. He's a smart player. A great That's why
He's a very smart player.
That's why Puyol was smart enough. He said, you know what? I can't keep up with these. That's it. I'm done. I give up. You gotta realize when you can't.
Were they
do
the same age?
You know what I mean?
No.
I don't know. I think
no, obviously not the same age, but I mean like
I don't know when
at
retired,
the time that Puyol retired. I think
yeah.
he was probably the same age or a little bit younger, but he was smart enough. Because he knew that he couldn't keep up at the time that Puyol.
But that's the thing.
Retired, he couldn't keep up.
Can we please tell a couple players in the Barcelona roster right now to actually make a little sense out of the whole situation?
Wait, but hold up.
Busquets,
Puyol. I don't know how old PK is right now, but I would say that when Puyol was there, they were probably around the same age as PK is now. And
how old is PK? 35?
Molded.
No, I think he's 33.
Probably.
Go ahead. And
Puyol molded PK.
Right.
Like PK even said, like I looked up to this dude.
Yeah.
But they played for a little bit. They played earlier when Puyol was still at his.
Yeah, but look,
PK is not there anymore. Exactly, PK is not there
anymore.
You can't have younger players come in when he's not there anymore.
I think having his technical ability and his head is good in the back. I think he just needs to have
put him as a coach.
I think he just needs to have defenders who are like-minded but also are grounded. They're not going to do, you know what I mean? Like they're not running back.
Look, I'm gonna say something. PK will be good at Serie A. He'll be good for that.
I think he'd be good in Premier League.
Like
No,
so playing for
too
like
fast.
Juventus.
Dude, I don't think
Too
Premier
fast.
League. I think
Because
Spanish
PK and
leagues-
Chiellini are like similar.
Yeah, they are.
They're at that age of like, all right, but Chiellini still works for Juve because Serie A is a lot slower.
Right.
The grass is just thicker. The ball.
Yo, this thing.
No, but it is. You can't be at this level, bro. Because if he goes against Vinicius on a foot race, is done. He's done.
Yeah, but
he's done.
But bottom line is like,
Yeah.
that's
And it's
what we
happening
have,
all the
though.
time.
We're
That's what I'm saying. It's
what
happening
if,
all the
what if,
time.
What if? It's like, yeah, sure. We wish we had younger defenders,
But is
we
it
don't.
is it
That's
happening
what we
for the
have
rest
right
of the
now, though.
league, or is it happening just for big games like against Real Madrid? You know what I mean? Like
No, it's happening to Barcelona all season.
If
long.
we
but
see-
him.
If
No,
we
him
see,
Everybody.
specifically?
Our defense
oh
is
no,
trash.
it's a team game at the end of it.
Yeah, but our
Like,
defense.
saying,
If you look at Barcelona,
but he's not the player that he used to be, and it's
Of
just
course
I've literally,
not.
Right.
I've literally
So then
watched.
it's-
I've literally watched all of their games. Barcelona, this is, and
Right, but
their defense has
for
been
him.
trash the whole season.
but for him,
Yo, but my thing is this, yo, like you brought up Chiellini. There's another great defender that's old, which is also Godin. Like these guys obviously used to be a lot quicker, used to be a lot more fast, but they still have that intelligence that allows them to excel in a professional
like
level.
Carlos just said, Godin
Exactly.
went from La Liga
Yeah,
to
and
Serie A.
he did,
right.
but regardless, he was still killing it in La Liga. And had he stayed, he still would have been a beast. I don't think his career went
I
down.
think he would have.
I think
I think he would have been a little
gotta-
too slow.
you gotta
these guys,
admit-
these guys are still killing
but
it.
you
'cause
gotta
they're
admit
smart.
it depends on the league.
I'm not saying that
You
Piqué can
gotta
stay at
admit.
an intense level for 2 or 3 years. All I'm saying is bring a
I
guy.
think he needs to go,
But you
man.
gotta
Like, for
know
example,
the league.
with Atletico Madrid, he left after he molded Jimenez, and now Jimenez is a great defender.
Well, he's been injured for most
Barca
of the
hasn't
season. But
done
yeah,
that.
you're right.
Barca hasn't brought somebody to get Piqué to mold them.
When was
Yeah,
the last time they
right,
got a
it's-
defender?
That's
But-
what I'm saying.
Yeah, no,
Exactly.
I totally agree with you.
But I'm saying to get rid of Piqué is dumb because
But they have. But at the same,
for so
what do you
long.
mean they haven't? They have. He's young. When they brought the
is,
other
but-
one, the one that what
I
was
actually
his,
like Lenglet.
what was his name?
Why didn't he start
the other one that
Clasico?
won like
Should've
3 or
started the
4
Clasico.
trophies, and he was injured for a little bit. What was his name?
Nah, but he never played. Vermaelen?
Yeah, but that's what. But they
Oh.
were. But my point is that they were young. That's
he-
the molding of it. You can't. What do you want? You want a superstar already, and you can't. Mold
Right now
a
we do.
superstar.
We do. We
No,
wish
but
we had
I'm
a
saying like
superstar
you
for
can't. The whole point of molding somebody is because they're not a superstar. So
Right.
you're bringing them to that level. That's what I'm saying. Umtiti is. He's there. Like you.
No, I mean he's not there, but yeah, I know what you mean.
But he has been there. He's
Oh,
young.
yeah.
He's. Hopefully he learns, but he's not
We just gotta
learning.
get new defense.
That's what I mean. Like
all 4?
I would. Nah, not Lenglet. I like Lenglet a lot. I think he's
Alright.
good.
'Cause
Yeah,
as a
he's
de-
not bad. Actually, I
Piqué,
like
maybe
him.
give him another season.
because as a
and that's it.
defender, who right now a young defender, who would you bring in? What would be your opinion? Who?
I would actually
Don't tell
get-
me a superstar.
I
I
would
like
get
I like
Jimenez. I would get
Rugani
Jimenez.
from Juventus.
Okay.
He's nice. Obviously the league, but he's already at Juve. I don't see him leaving anytime soon. PSG has a great defender. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's Kembebe or some shit like
Uh-huh.
that. He's a beast.
defender.
I like him.
Yep.
But the thing is, he's still, obviously with Marquinhos and Thiago Silva there, he's still rotating and getting some plays.
Thiago
with
Silva
the
might
league.
be leaving, but yeah.
So he'll
How
probably
old,
take
how
that
old is
spot.
Thiago Silva?
Thiago Silva's
Isn't he?
he's
also
old.
old.
He's
Don't
old, right?
don't think. Yeah.
No,
Don't do
no.
They
I
should-
don't
they
want
should have done it
Barcelona.
years
They
ago.
should have done it years ago.
When
yeah.
he was at Milan
Well, you
and
know
they were
were trying
talking
to
about
get
it.
Marquinhos. This was years ago from PSG.
They're
but he-
idiots.
he's
They
like, he
should
didn't
have. They
wanna
should
go.
have done. Yo,
'Cause
Thiago Silva.
He knew, but these guys are smart though. I don't blame him.
Yeah.
He knew that I go to Barcelona, I'm gonna warm the bench.
Yeah.
That's it. And they don't. These players don't want that.
But all right, guys. I mean, leave your comments down below on what you thought about the Clásico, as well as some good signings in terms of the defense that you would be looking for.
For
Like,
Barca,
share,
even though they're not gonna do it.
and subscribe. Yeah, there you
Appreciate
go.
it.
We will
Take
win
care.
La Liga though.
Yeah,
Guaranteed.
Take care, guys. Have a good one.